Hey guys, long time no see. Has really been a little while, hasn't it? Well, I decided to take one day off from coming to you guys and hopefully giving you some inspiration and motivation to get on your feet and get on with the day and know that I am here for you. I took one day off from that because I wanted to find something that was really fresh and interesting and meaningful, and I did. Um, and it's a person. I don't know how much you may or may not know about Nelson Mandela, but if there's anyone in this world who ever had trials and hardship, anyone in this world who ever experienced difficult times and would know the positive things to say during, well, right now, it would be him. And if he was alive today, he would be 101. Pretty special because even past his death, we still know who he was, we still know what he did, and we can still be inspired by him. So, in case you didn't know already, this is Yuriko Awakened or Yuri Awakened. That's my channel. I went through some hard times, and one of the ways that I got better through my hard times, which I'm still going through right now, was starting this channel and sharing all the good stuff with people, all the positive, happy kind of stuff with people, because all of us need that, and you deserve that, I think. So, anyways, here's to you. This is coffee, in case there's any alcoholics out there. This is coffee, and here's to you and all the good and wonderful things in your life. And I just want to be there for you to cheer you on for today. I don't know what you have to do today. I don't know what you've already done, but I feel like I know you guys because you've been there for me. You know, recently all sorts of bad stuff happened to me, and what helped me feel better was talking to you guys out there in YouTube land. And I thought today I should do something really special, really cool, really interesting. And I decided instead of just coming up with a bunch of inspirational things to say that I have to say from what I've gone through, or looking up different things that have nothing to do with each other, I thought what would be more wonderful than focusing on 10 inspirational things that I can share with you from someone who's inspired me, one of my personal heroes. These are 10 of the most inspirational things that Nelson Mandela has ever said, according to the internet. And if you disagree, I invite you to disagree. I invite you to say something here and share something that you think is more inspirational, because I love that conversation. It's one of the reasons why I love doing this channel. You guys are interesting and cool and friendly and smart, and everybody knows something that everybody else doesn't know, which is really great because it means we all get a chance to learn about something and share something really cool. But so anyways, every day I go on my channel and I try to share at least one inspirational saying, and today I'm going to share 10 from Nelson Mandela. So strap in, because if there's anyone who would have known how to deal with right now, it would be someone who was in jail for 18 years. So let's get into this already, right? Like, shut up, beauty. Okay. So 1, be passionate. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. I think that makes a lot of sense. For me, one of the things that helped me get better was this channel and talking to you guys because I was passionate about it, and I was dedicated not so much to the channel, but to the people that had been so kind to me, which is thankfully, wonderfully, a growing audience. So I'm dedicated to you guys, and that's why I keep doing it. One of the reasons why I get out of bed every morning is because I'm dedicated to my dogs. I'm passionate about seeing them happy and well, and being able to help 2 little animals on this planet makes me really, really happy. So not that I would necessarily disagree with him in this video since I'm the one who brought it up, but I can really see the good in this saying. Be passionate. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. I saw that while I was helping my mom the past 5 years. Both of us were actually helping each other because we were dedicated and passionate about our family. And that wasn't just the 2 of us. That was me, my mom, my dad, my 3 dogs, and we hung in there. And she lived much longer, and she had a lot more fun than what anybody suggested. The very first year, they suggested 2 months, Instead, she lived and she kicked ass for 5 years. So be passionate. I agree. I wonder if you guys agree. Nothing's impossible. It always seems impossible until it is done. Have you ever been there? I've been there. I started thinking, I just moved into this place and I started thinking this is never ever going to happen. Oh my God, there were so many boxes. There were so many things I was throwing away. I was selling most of my things. I have very, very little left. It fits into one small room. That's not my stuff. I'm living with someone and that's their stuff. And I just thought, oh my God, it's never going to happen. I'm going to end up, I don't know where I'm going to end up was my thought. But then now it's done. Knock on wood. So I actually agree with that too. Nothing's impossible. It always seems impossible until it is done. I agree. Going back to my mom and what she did and what we all did together, supporting her, supporting each other as a family while she had cancer. They all said, it can't be done. More than 2 months for this person can't be done. And my mom was like, hell with that. I'm a fighter and I'm a survivor. That's what she said. After they announced that, I'm a fighter, I'm a survivor. And she did it. We all did it together as a family for 5 years. And it seemed impossible to the doctors. 5 years later, she made it happen. We did work together. Let's look at the third one. Lead from the back. I think this is really, really important. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Hamilton, the musical. I just got to see a little tiny smidgen of it. I thought was so interesting. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of times we feel like if we don't compete openly and widely, if we're not loud and throwing our voices and really swinging our weight about, then how are we going to lead anything? That's not true. Real leaders are real thinkers, and thinking isn't loud. Even if you do think out loud, it's still not the big loud thing. It's not wearing bright shiny clothes all the time. It's not swearing and throwing things around and acting like you're on Jersey Shore or something. No offense to those people who were on Jersey Shore, but just because you can act big and over the top doesn't mean that you necessarily should, and doesn't mean it's actually going to affect any kind of change. A lot of times I've noticed the people that are big and loud and over the top, that's all that they are. It's almost like they're compensating for everything that they feel like is not there, not inside. So they're this big, loud, showy thing going on all the time. And when you ask them what they think on something, they reiterate somebody else's thoughts on something. They don't share their own. So I agree with this. Lead from the back. Let other people do the spotlight and everything they need to do while you get done what you need to do. Like my channel could be a lot bigger and louder, and I have a lot of different skills. I don't think that I should or that I need to do backflips into the camera. I don't need to put on an Indian dance, Bharatanatyam thing every time. I don't need to put on a full costume and bright colors and music. That would all be nice, but that's not what I need in order to actually talk with you guys and listen to what you have to say. So if you like this sort of content, make sure that you click like and subscribe in the corner, and you go ahead and leave us what you think you liked or what you didn't like from this video. But anyways, let's get past that. Let's move on. Make a difference. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. That's big. That's heavy. I'm sure that you guys are doing something for someone today. But if you never know, sometimes doing that one little thing for someone you barely know, it does something for you that's even bigger, that means even more. And if you have a chance to today, when you have a chance to today, I encourage you to see it and just test it out. Tell me if this was right or wrong. And in case you're interested, the website this is on is europeansting.com/2019. So that means he'd be 102 this year, actually, wouldn't it? So be optimistic. I am fundamentally an optimist. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed towards the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. Oh, that is really heavy, but it's also really true. I think it's really apropos, and I saw it. I saw it with a lot of different patients and survivors. The ones who decided that they just wanted to be depressed and angry and didn't really care if they lived or died. That's what they got. They got depressed, they got angry, and they didn't move forward. Whereas the people who decide to be grateful and optimistic and focused and passionate, just like all these different things that Nelson Mandela said, they lived a long time. I know some of these people that are still living today, and it seems like they're going to live, they might outlive me. Who knows? Let's see. Learn and teach. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I think that makes so much sense. What do you think? I think it does, because when you know better, you really do act better. When you know better, you do better. You literally can't until you know. You can't know that you said something that hurt somebody else. You can't know that you continue to buy this product that was really made by children in sweatshops. You can't know that it's wrong to throw plastic bags in the ocean until you know why. A lot of people do all those sorts of things every day, and they think that it's normal and that it's fine. They have no idea about the repercussions of what they're doing. Whereas the people who know better, they do better. So I completely agree. This is so wonderful. Be optimistic, learn and teach. So I guess that also means that when you find out something really important that's really good for people, maybe share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Let's see. 7, make mistakes. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Considering some of the stuff that's going on, I think we're going to be judged really, really well. So long as we keep getting back up and keep our feet on the ground and keep pointing our faces at the sun. Don't waste time. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. Let's do it again. Don't waste time. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. Like, I have to admit that I just mispronounced the word ripe like 3 times in a row. The time was always right, people, to do right. So yeah, I guess that kind of goes along with the last one, right? If you find out that, hey, it's not okay to drink your 6-pack and then throw all your rings in the ocean or on the side of the street, you find out it's not okay to, complain at someone and just call them, name the word, a bad word, call them a P word, call them the B word, call them the C word, just throw stuff out at people. When you do that, you've wasted some of your time. Whereas if you figure out how to really articulate yourself in that situation, then you just used your time wisely. So I can see where he's coming from. Like right now, there's something else that I could be doing, but I really feel like this is absolutely the right thing to be doing with my time. And this is me using my time wisely. So I want to thank you guys for being here and sharing that with me, because you guys being here is what makes this time special. And I really appreciate you, and I love you guys for being here. But we've only got 2 left. Choose your friends wisely, like me. Oh, okay. Choose your friends wisely. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. And when you can see the problem from all angles and you can understand it more, you can fix it. You can fix it more quickly and you can do a better job at it. Maybe even stop something from happening again, or maybe change the outcome. So if something does come back again, it's a little bit easier to take care of each time. It makes sense. Always, that's true. I don't understand people who act like sheep. I don't understand people who ask you what your favorite color is when you ask them. I don't understand people who you ask them, like when you, by the time you get to the point where you ask them their favorite color, it's usually because you've run out of other things and they don't have anything else to say, or at least they've made it clear they don't. And so you're just like, let me find out something. Okay, what's your favorite color? I don't understand the idea of having a favorite color. What would constitute a color that would be my favorite? What would we even say meant that it was my favorite color? What does that even mean? And you stop and you say, what's one color that you hate? Oh, I hate puce. Okay. So it'd be the exact opposite of that emotion towards a color. And they come back with, this is very interesting. How do you come up with these questions? Well, this is a thing that I think that you probably know somewhere in your mind. You must know what you like and what you don't like. And usually people who don't have an answer, not necessarily for the favorite colors thing, because some people really haven't thought of it, but if they don't have an answer for any one particular thing, and they don't really seem to really love this or really like that, or have any strong opinions about anything, or really know themselves, they don't really know anybody else either. When you don't really know yourself, you can't really know anybody else. You have to know yourself first. That's my personal belief. There's a lot of teachings within Buddhism that I completely understand and agree with. What I understand, I usually agree with. There's some more complex teachings in Buddhism that still kind of elude me, but one of the truths is to basically to tell only the truth to both yourself and others, because when you lie to yourself, you're lying to others. So if someone asks you a question about yourself and you answer with the thing that you like to tell yourself versus what the truth is, you're lying to them, and you're lying to them because you're lying to yourself. It's not quite the same as being an optimist. It's not quite the same as saying, if someone asks you, are you, would you say that you're fit? You don't have to say, oh, I feel so bad about myself. I'm so lumpy, I'm so bumpy, I'm so fat. You don't have to go down that route. But what you can say, because a lot of times when people ask questions like that, they just want to take the mickey out of you. They just want to make you feel bad so they can make themselves feel good. But what you can say is, I'm working on myself right now. I'm getting fit. I'm working really hard and I'm getting there. You don't have to sacrifice your dream or your goal. In fact, actually, and I've mentioned this a lot, Americans really, really we love our athletes. And athletes are very unapologetic and unforgivingly optimistic and obsessively optimistic about their goal as well. They're trained on it. They always keep their faces pointed to their sun. They always keep their feet on the ground. And when someone asks, are you a gold medalist? They say, yes, I am. Just not yet. Because that's the truth for them. And they're not lying to themselves. They're just being honest. That can be kind of tricky for people, but that's what I noticed works for me anyways. That's what helps me get to my goals. Because if I defeat myself ahead of time, then I never get to the goal. Whereas when I say, yeah, I am such and such, I'm just working my way there right now. Or not yet, but I'm getting there. Even that is a little bit defeatist, but you have to be honest. So this was someone or something happening reminding me to get on with it. So here we go. This is the very last one. Drum roll. Very quiet, polite sort of drum roll. Okay. Love others. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. Most people must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. I think a lot of us are trained to go for the opposite because there's this fear we're going to be taken advantage of or something. So it's no, don't automatically like people. Don't automatically smile. Don't automatically this or automatically that. But you know what? Our automatic tendency, our automatic emotion, our very first natural emotion, just like Nelson Mandela said in this really inspiring quote, no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. That's so true. Isn't that true? I know it's true for you, and I know it's true for me. Because the truth is, if hate was the natural reaction, nobody would go on YouTube. Well, what's the one place that you can go to where you can meet people instantly? YouTube. The natural inclination for all human beings, number one, first and foremost, is to love. And we're taught to be embarrassed about it. We're taught not to get into that. We're taught, hey, if that's your automatic inclination is to like other people, then you're going to be taken advantage of and blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, I'm going to tie these things together, what he said here. When we follow our natural inclination to love, I think we choose our friends more wisely, friends that can see problems from all angles, like he mentioned in the 9th inspirational quote. I think we waste less of our time because we're spending more of our time with the people that we love and that we care about, doing the things that we care about, that we're passionate about. I think we keep our feet on the ground. I think we keep our face pointed towards the sun when we spend our time wisely with the people that are wisest. I think we're able to make mistakes and bounce back from them faster. I think we learn from the people around us, and we therefore also teach the people around us. I think it helps us to become more optimistic. I think being more optimistic and learning from the people around us and allowing ourselves to automatically love or appreciate the people around us helps us not only to be more optimistic, but to make mistakes and to get better from them and to bounce back from them faster. It helps us make more of a difference in people's lives. It helps us learn to lead more quietly without having to throw our weight around. It helps us to be passionate, and it reminds us that nothing, absolutely nothing, I don't know if you guys can see this. For me now, you can see this. Helps us remember that absolutely nothing is impossible. I hope that some of this stuff inspired you. I know that it inspired me. I know it helped me. This is something that I do every day. I share different inspirational quotes from different world leaders and different, just really wonderful people that luckily have graced the lives of our world at some point. And I know about a couple of them. You know about a couple of them. If you didn't already know who Nelson Mandela was, hopefully these quotes helped you get interested. I hope that these quotes did help you get interested because, frankly, they were wonderful. Like, nothing's impossible. It always seems impossible until it is done. That's so true. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. That's smart. Be optimistic. I'm fundamentally an optimist, he said. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed towards the sun and feet planted, moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity were sorely tested, he said, but I would not and could not give up to despair. How do you disagree with that? Clearly, this man was a world leader and a history maker for a reason. And that was because he followed what he said. He put his money where his mouth was. He walked the walk. He talked the talk. And I know that we can too. So if you found these quotes really interesting, and I know that you did because I did, go ahead. Oh, thank you so much for saying I'm looking beautiful. Hello. So if you enjoyed these quotes, which I know that I did, please go ahead and click the like, the subscribe, the bell notification. And if you want to see me, you want me to share some different inspirational quotes from maybe one of your favorite world leaders or one of your favorite TV characters or movie characters, whatever. Just shoot me a message down there and you tell me what you would like to see me do next, because I prepare a couple days in advance before anything that I do. So if there's anything that you would like to see me do on my channel, go ahead, shoot me a message right there in the comments box. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, as you hear everybody say, because I'm sharing inspirational quotes every single day to help you get on your feet, to help you feel inspired and loved, because I love you and I really do appreciate you for being here. And I can't wait to see you guys again. And you know what? Stay sexy. Meh. Yeah. Yeah. Do that.